Yay!
Hey guys.
Hi there.
We did not do an update after the June video for a couple of reasons. My mother called me in July and she wanted to come out here for Thanksgiving and spend Thanksgiving with us. So I was kind of just making a bunch of progress and wanting to surprise her with it when she came out to visit.
We know how much she loves it up here. And so, yeah, we were trying to pump out a lot of stuff and make it beautiful so that she had even more of a excitement for when she was here. Then a little later on,
Unfortunately, it's been a season of loss for us. My mother passed away on August the 27th. We went down to Texas, got all the funeral arrangements taken care of and everything like that. So
just helping out the siblings
getting everything sorted.
and our father-in-law, who also loves it up here. Just trying to help as best we can. So yeah, we ended up getting kind of delayed by all of that, and we still got stuff done, so we're still happy to show you some of that stuff. Yeah, and Matriarch also had another loss recently of losing one of my farm mamas from Hawaii, Sue, who amazing light in this world, and now she gets to shine down on the whole thing from above with Mama Penny.
Earl, nobody wants to see your tail.
So hold on. Because of that, there's a few other upgrades that we'll be able to tell you about. On a positive side, my brother Max and his wonderful lady Caitlin have been able to bring in a beautiful girl into this world, and so now brother Thomas has a baby sister. And they'll soon be he'll soon be separating from the military and be able to come up into this area. Yeah, so we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Some sads and some happies, some minuses and some additions. Speaking of some of the additions, let's go take a peek at some of our awesome stuff.
Sure. So one of the things when my mom passed, she had co-signed a truck for my brother, and really my stepdad just needed to get out of that payment and everything, so we went ahead and took it over. So this is the truck, and so now we have a truck, because as we mentioned in the last video, we were using Max's truck while he was deployed, and then we have been without for a while. And now we're able to pick up the lumber and everything that we need to continue the projects. So it's been very handy. The other addition that we have, this was an accident.
Georgie boy.
This is George. So at work, they had a poker run benefiting Pops, which is a local charity that helps these dogs get adopted. Anyways,
he got to come visit, and Connor fell in love with him. Of course, he came home and was like, hey, how about we get a dog? And I was like, We went to visit with him the next day, and yes, he is the temperament and the size and a very lovely boy. It's still only been a week, so we're still getting him used to the cats, and the cats and him are still but they're slowly getting a little more used to each other, and he has been a super good boy. Very calm, very chill, which works out for us in our little tiny space living. But that is forcing us to do even more progress. The garden itself, it was another year. But luckily the fencing and all that was still good for George to have a good space outside where he could be safe. So,
I will mention he's an escape artist though, and that's partially my fault. Right here at the gate, he was able to nudge it back and forth and get out. So I put a gate latch down there, so that stopped that. But he didn't run off. He just hung out here and waited for me to come home.
every day this week he broke out, and there was only one day that the neighbors called.
And not because he left the property, just because the neighbor across the street saw him sitting at the edge of the driveway. So
Yesterday, as we were working around, he was actually out just following along with us. He didn't go running off nowhere. He would just hang out. And so that's, again, perfect temperament. Very fortunate and very blessed to have a good boy come join our family.
all right, well, let's look at the house progress that we made. So we have been working hard to get the additions done on the house. So last time I showed you, we only had the one section really done, and that really wasn't completely done because we still needed to stain it and everything. But we've got that completed. There you go.
And I'll climb my run up here. So obviously we're going to be needing stairs. And today we're going to continue doing more work on it.
So the last video we've gotten right here. So all this and everything we just recently finished. So over there is going to be stairs going up into the bathroom. This is going to be where the washer and dryer are. But yeah, we just finished getting all this done and stained up yesterday.
We got a little bit more work this weekend that we're going to do on it, but then we could easily get in and out of our back door, and we'll have this beautiful porch that our plan is by winter to get it all set in so that George Boy has an outside inside spot that he can use and not as interruptive with the cats. But it's coming along, and hopefully, because today starts tabernacles, we can get some flooring down and some posts up so we could host our own little tabernacles out here. Okay. Let's flip around that way. Clamber over.
So the majority of the progress that we've made has been inside in the kitchen area. So we'll go ahead and show you that now. Because, you know, we were planning on Thanksgiving, and the outside stuff was like, whatever.
And since it's all cleaned up to show you. So, well, one, we do have a crate inside here for George so that George will be inside, get used to the cats. The cats can get used to him without them mashing heads. And again, we're tiny living, so it's important that make sure that all animals have their comfort and safety for being inside together. So, otherwise,
so we added additional cabinetry there at the bottom. Shelly's got that all painted up. We haven't finished the countertops over here and the cabinetry over there, but we did put the butcher block countertop down with the sink there, framed out the window, painted that a beautiful orange, and then this shelf up here, we laid that, and these shelves are actually cutouts from the butcher block countertop.
all of those were special little weird triangles to help fit the wall and the angles, because again, we're weird. We did not do square, so nothing is square.
And these two pictures are laid into metal, and they're actually, so you have what is that, the Commons house in Boston, anyways. And then we got the Constitution right there, and that's just a memory of where we met.
That's our little nod to Boston, where we met.
These saw blades actually belong to my grandmother. She had them painted by her friend Doris Reimer, and when she passed, they went to my mother, and since she's passed, they have come down to me.
So they took their place of honor above the sink. Sue to nod to Sue. This is a ornament. Well, I had been using it as an ornament for Christmas. And she painted these beautiful little things on scraps of wood from around the yard. This one's from a palm tree. And so now she will be also featured around our sink. And a little love nod to her. Hey. But our sink is looking beautiful. Our backsplash is awesome. We do have other cabinetry that we're gonna still get, and countertops. So we're working on it, but
slowly but surely.
this has definitely been gorgeous. We've took some different pictures in the progress of it, so that you can get an idea of just how much work that went into it, because it definitely took I would say at least a month and a half.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's still not completely done, but you know.
But we're getting there, and it's just really turning out beautiful. It's like this is what it was meant to look like in the end anyway. So even though it's so fresh and new and trying to figure out where do we put stuff now that we have drawers and stuff and shelves, and it's also been like this is how it was supposed to be. So
all right. Is there anything else that we didn't cover?
Double check on the notepad that you made. Oh, our fancy, we did get the sink and all that done during Feast of Trumpets, or right beforehand. So we were able to have a fancy dinner party. And in some of those photos, you'll be able to see a little bit of that setup table. We had a wonderful group of people coming over.
Ty and his family, his mom, his grandma, and then Adrian and his wife, and then us too. And I think it was a really fun experience. And you know, Ty and his family had been here for one before, but that was the first time for Adrian and his wife. So being able to experience a biblical feast like that was really fun for them, and I think everybody enjoyed it. Yeah.
Just being able to share our adventures here and our progress, and showing other people that how beautiful simplicity can be. It's been really, really lovely to share with people that. Then as far as for winter coming on, Connor was amazing and ended up getting us a game stick. So on our projector, we could actually, all these old school games.
Yeah, it's one of those that you find on Amazon, and it's loaded with like 40,000 games. And then we pull down the projector screen, and then you got like a huge screen to where you can play video games against each other. Shelly wins most of the time, but
the Street Fighter, you won.
Yeah.
But it came with 2 game controllers, and it's all wireless, so it's really lovely to be able to, on bad days or days that we just don't feel like doing stuff, we have the ability to just sit, chill, and game out, because
80s kids, alright. Well, that's really all I know as far as updating you guys.
In other words, we've got some projects today that we got to hit out. It's still early enough and kind of temperate enough to be able to do some things. So
yeah, we're going to go get started on that. Thanks for checking in again. Apologize about the update. I hope you understand now exactly why there was such a long delay. And thank you so much for following our progress and for, loving on us and being there for us. We enjoy doing these updates. It's fun for us to look back and see the progress that we made, but it's also fun to be able to share that with family, loved ones, and just people in general. We want to be an inspiration for everybody. You don't have to have $30,000 in the bank to do this. You can do it paycheck by paycheck. It's a little rough, but you can do it. All right, guys. Well, till next time. Bye.
Mwah.